Carl Freeman.
Okay. How you doing today, Professor Freeman?
Doing very well.
Could you talk a little bit about your organization that you are affiliated with or that you're a part of?
Well, the Community of Scholars is a group of Wayne State students who have received scholarships, and they have agreed to do 15 hours of community service every semester there at Wayne. And so we help organize that service. So they're giving back to the community. And those students who participate do much better in school than those who don't.
Yes.
So we're really very pleased, and we're pleased that they give back to the community, because obviously they're going to school on state funds, so they ought to give back. Something should be required of them.
Okay. It gives them like a real world experience also?
Oh, it really does, and it changes their perspective.
Okay. How long have you been a professor at Wayne State?
35 years.
Wow, 35 years. And what is your subject that you teach?
I'm a biologist and a biostatistician, so this term I'm teaching statistics.
Okay. Okay. So what do you think about last weekend's efforts?
I was very pleased, very proud of last weekend's efforts. We got 13 homes boarded up and 16, the front yards of 16 homes cleaned up, and we cleaned up about 6 fields. So it was a tremendous amount of work that got done over 2 days.
So for this today, Friday, and tomorrow, what do you expect?
Well, we only have about 25 students today. Last time we had over 90. So we'll get 1 or 2 houses done today, but tomorrow we're going to have over 100 students.
Wow.
And so tomorrow I expect that we'll get maybe 8 or 9 homes cleaned up, and we'll have to see how the board-up crew goes. But we'll get a lot of work done.
You know, I was very impressed with your students' dedication, motivation, and discipline as far as doing this type of work.
They're good kids, and it's interesting. This is the period in their life where they're really very self-centered, and so they have few opportunities to go outside themselves and contribute to a job that's bigger than themselves. Mm-hmm. And when they do, they're very proud of what they've done, and rightly so. These kids have done a lot of work here, and you can see the difference. The before and after is enormous.
Yes. You know, the other thing that I was very impressed with was the coalition of different community groups, such as, you know, your organization, the Community of Scholars from Wayne State University, the Greater Detroit Restoration Project, the New Marcus Garvey Movement, and the EAA.
It's wonderful they all came together. I knew about the others. I didn't know the EAA was going to join us, and they were a huge help. But it is great to see all these different groups come together for a common cause to make the schools a safer place. The access to the school is much safer.
Yes, yes.
And so the cause is worthy, and it's great that so many people turned out. We also have to say that we appreciate Home Depot giving us the deep discounts on the materials.
Wow. That makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference. We can board up a lot more homes than we could have had we paid full price. So Home Depot is a big part of this.
Okay. So what parting words would you like to leave for the viewers out there?
Get involved. Every person can make a difference. And if you have trouble finding an organization, call me. I'll put you in touch with groups that help kids.
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you there, Professor Freeman, and you have a good day, sir.
You too.
Hello, my name is Wanda Akila Redmond. I am the elected school board member for DPS. I represent the 6th district, which is located on the northeast side of Detroit. I'm happy to be here this morning to help with the cleanup, board up project. This is our 2nd weekend. So far, we've boarded up about 20 houses. We've cleaned up about the same number of lots. We've raked the leaves. We've cut the bushes. We're doing whatever we can to make our streets safer for our children when they're traveling to and from school. This area that we're working in today is one of the hardest hit areas in the city. We want to demonstrate to our children that we love you, that we care about you. We not only care about you learning, but we care about your safety, and we want you to be safe. So that's why we're out here. That's why I'm out here today, working with this great group, Detroit Restoration Project, to help clean up our neighborhoods for our children.
Okay. Ms. Redmond, could you please talk a little bit about the assistance that we have from the Wayne State University?
Absolutely. We have over 100 students who participated last week. We're expecting about the same number of students this week. This group from Wayne State is it's a scholars group, and they have dedicated a certain amount of hours of their time to come out and help out in the community in various ways. And this is one of the ways that they're giving back to the community by coming out, helping to clean up and board up.
Okay. So how do you feel about the upcoming school year?
I'm optimistic about the upcoming school year. You know, there's a lot of changes have gone on in the city with the schools. Many of our schools have been closed down. So I'm very concerned about that. The distance in which our children have to travel now, particularly with the crime rate here in the city of Detroit. But I'm looking forward to community groups such as ourselves helping to patrol the streets as well during the hours when the children are traveling to and from school. So I'm looking for a very good school year start.
Okay. Well, thank you once again, Ms. Redmond, and you have a very blessed day.
Thank you.
the Community of Scholars project assistant, and I'm here today just to help the community, the east side of Detroit. It's a very blightful community, sadly to say, but this is the second weekend that myself, as well as the rest of the COS students and the community are coming to help out and try to minimize the blight in Detroit.
Okay. Where are you from, Ms. Howard? I'm
actually from Mount Clemens. It's a small city about an hour away from Detroit. But I do go to school at Wayne State, so I'm very excited to come out here and help out.
And what year are you in?
I'm a senior.
Ah, congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm ready to, graduate and soil my royal roots, So, but I just have to be here today.
So tell me this, just two questions. How long have you been a part of the Community of Scholars with Wayne State University, and how has it been a rewarding opportunity?
Actually, I'm not in the Community of Scholars program, but I work for Community of Scholars.
Oh, okay.
And I've just started working maybe about 3 months now, but I love it already, and I just love helping the community. Even in high school, I've always volunteered at soup kitchens and things like that.
Okay.
So I definitely believe that if you're in the community, you should help the community.
Okay. Now, what piece of advice would you give young people about participating in community services?
Definitely participate in community service projects, even if it's not being outdoors, even if it's not cutting grass or more, do anything like hard labor. Find something that you love to do. If you love animals, volunteer at an animal shelter. If you love helping the homeless, volunteer at a soup kitchen. I mean, there are so many different opportunities to fit other people's preferences. So definitely do it, and it looks good on a resume.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Howard, and you have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Yes, I'm Minister Malik Shabazz. This is the Greater Detroit Restoration Project, New Marcus Garvey, Black Panther Nation, Wayne State University, Community of College. And this is day 3 of our 4-day cleanup, where we've been cleaning up the area between Nolan Middle School, Abraham Lincoln Library. Last week, we did we boarded up 17 dirty, dangerous, abandoned houses. Ran a couple people out of them houses doing illegal things. How you doing, Sheriff? And while we're at it, we want to thank the Sheriff's Department and Chief Sheriff Benny Napoleon. They've been hanging strong with us. We're boarding up the open, dirty, dangerous, abandoned houses. We have cleaned up 19 lots, 5 vacant fields, 3 blocks of East 7 Mile, and we even got a gas station to clean up and to stop selling illegal drugs.
Amen.
And we're doing the same thing today. This is day 3. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow, which will be day 4, and the conclusion of this 4-day major move to transform and transfigure this community. And we're planting trees as well. Right down the street, we have people. You see those people on their knees? They're planting trees, baby trees. So this is doing it, baby. This is about Detroit love. This is the 313. This is black led, but white, Arab, Hmong, everybody coming together. Detroiters, suburbanites, we're these wonderful students from Wayne State University donating their time. And the good thing is, in these 3 days, we've gotten a little help from the neighborhood, but in riding around Sunday and Monday, we saw people coming out cutting their grass. We saw people picking up trash. We saw people coming out of their houses more. See, before we go somewhere, we do our surveillance. And in doing our surveillance, we didn't see a whole lot of neighbors out. But we actually saw neighbors out doing things. And you got a few neighbors who come and walked up and pulled out their lawnmower, and a couple young folks and joined in. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
Amen. Amen.
And this is the way to do it. And we want those who are going to watch this tape on YouTube, on my TV show, or wherever the DVD goes. Get up, stand up. You can do this thing. We can do it. We can make Detroit what it's supposed to be. Never mind the governor, never mind the mayor. We can do this thing. But you got to get up. You got to stand up. 313-646-3375. If you tired, fussing and cussing, sighing and crying, scratching, itching, and another word that rhymes with itching. And right here, right now, you want to change, be the change.
That's right.
We can do this thing. Detroit love. I love Detroit.
Amen.
I love Detroit, and I love Detroiters. And I want you, Detroit, to love Detroit.
My name is Pamela. Durante. Ernestine. Yes, and we are here today trying to clean up this community. I was born and raised over here, and it had really went down, but now we're going to pick it back up because we deserve to look and live clean and free in this neighborhood. Amen.
We all love Detroit. That's the reason why we're all out here today. Some of us are from what, East Side?
I'm East Side.
I'm West Side, but we heard that there was a cleanup community going on in the city of Detroit, which we love so much, so we decided to come out and help.
Y'all, next week, when we do it again, everybody come out and help us because we're going to be in your neighborhood coming soon.
Coming soon. What do you guys say, Wazier?
Well, me, personally, I like cleaning up because I like things to look clean.
Yeah.
People say that they don't care about communities and stuff because they're just being lazy and don't want to do work, but I could care less about being lazy. I just want my stuff to be clean, and the city of Detroit is trying to be taken back, and at least the least we can do is try to clean up and have it nice.
Right.
Taking back your community. Amen. Amen. You did a good job, young man. I was very impressed with this young man. I seen him. Was that your little brother that was with you?
Yeah.
Your big brother. Okay.
Okay. Well, there was another young fella that was walking down the sidewalk with him. I seen that they had rakes and brooms coming towards me. I said, hold on, I want to get a good shot of y'all there. And I thank you, young man. I thank you. You gonna be a good, positive role model for some other young people out here.
Yeah. I see the future mayor in my hands.
Amen. Thanks a lot.
Now, how about you, young lady with the coffee? Do you have anything you want to add?
No, but I love all of Detroit. That's right.
Amen. Okay. Well, thank you very much for this short, brief interview. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, I'm Jasper Miller, and I'm with Malik Shabazz with the New Marcus Garvey movement, and we out here in the neighborhood by Nolan School cleaning up, and we just giving back to the neighborhood, make the neighborhood look nice, and we got a lot of people out here helping today.
And I'm Mackenzie, and I'm with Wayne State's Community of Scholars, and yeah, we're trying to make this neighborhood better, it's nicer, and it means a lot to everybody in this community. So.
Yeah, I see that you all did quite a bit down on this end right here, you know, with the sweeping, the mowing of lawns and removal of trash and everything. So how do you feel about today's efforts so far?
I feel it's going pretty well so far. I've done a pretty big improvement in some of the areas that we're working on right now, so it's looking better and nicer.
Okay.
I feel like it's going good today. We got people out here, they still working. We don't have too many people sitting down. You know, we got a lot of people drinking water, so that's good thing. So,
staying hydrated.
Yeah. So, you know, this is what we do, and I just encourage people to come out, stand up, you know, for your city. Not only for your city, any city, you know, just stand up. Be accounted for something.
Mm-hmm. Now, Mackenzie.
Yes.
What year are you in at Wayne State University?
I'm a sophomore.
Okay.
So it's my second year there.
And how long have you been a part of the Wayne State Community of Scholars?
This is my second year as well for that.
Okay.
So I was in it last year. Worked with like Habitat for Humanity and Morningside and stuff like that. It's fun.
Okay. And what are you majoring in?
Special education.
Special education.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how about you, Brother Jasper? How long have you been a part of the New Marcus Garvey movement?
I've been doing this with Malik for like 2 years, but I've been on my own doing this for years, man, for old people. I always cut old people grass, shovel the snow, and things like that. You know, I've been doing this for 15 years or so.
Yes,
so,
yes.
You know, just give back to the neighborhood.
Right, give back to the community. And that's what it's all about. You know, we as residents, as citizens, we can't depend on city government, state government, or county government, or the federal government to do it all. That's the reason why we have to be proactive in our approach and stance on a lot of these different issues.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I see that a lot of your other colleagues are out here, a lot of other volunteers from the from the community of scholars.
Yep.
Yeah, we told them that there might be some money out here in these fields, so they were willing to come out here and help. So.
Well, technically, you do got some money right behind you there.
I had to go crawl under the trees to get that.
Wow. Yeah. That's brand new scrap, too. Brand new scrap. Yeah, that's technically money. Somebody cash it in. Okay, Brother Jasper and Ms. McKenzie, I thank you very much for this interview.
My name is Rachel, and I am here because I love Detroit, and I love helping here in any way I can. And it's a great city, and I just want to see it reach its full potential because I know what it can be, and I just want to help it along.
Okay.
My name's Callie. I'm here to clean up. Originally it was because it was mandatory, but now I think it's really cool. I'd probably do it again. I just like how the community helps, and it's just cool. I like it.
Hi, my name is Jaquila. I came here to help the community, and I'm coming back tomorrow. It's really fun.
Okay, and so you're all part of the Wayne State University Community of Scholars, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what do you think about the city government and, you know, the politics of not coming into the neighborhoods to provide city services for taxpayers?
I think that it's bad. It's gotten really bad.
Okay.
There's so many vacant houses and fields that need to be cleaned out, and nobody's helping. So other people got to take charge.
You know, I believe that's the point of having a mayor to partition resources and help, you know, where help needs to be given. And, you know, now we're in a bad situation because people haven't been doing what they're supposed to be doing.
I think it's sad that people have to come in and help when there's a government here and there's people here that can help, but other people have to always come in and help. I think it's just sad that they don't get what other cities are doing.
Right. Now, I totally agree, you know, but the thing of it is, though, it's when the residents must take up brooms, must take up shovels and start doing for themselves, show the self-determination. As I was talking to your other colleagues over there, I was explaining to them that, you know, the city government, the county government, state government, and federal government can't do it all by themselves. That's when we, the residents, the citizens of this fantastic, magnificent nation or city, must do what we have to do. Okay, what year are you all in?
I'm in my junior year.
Woo.
And what are you? Okay, go ahead.
I'm a freshman.
How about you, young lady?
I'm a sophomore.
And what are you all majoring in?
I major in nursing. I want to be a neonatal nurse.
Okay.
Psychology. Nursing also.
Okay, something to do with the body and the mind. So what do you all think about your classes so far?
Classes so far, I know they're going to be challenging, but I know I will succeed.
Well, they're my first classes, so I don't know, they kind of make me nervous, but they seem interesting too.
Yeah, they're fun, but they're hard.
Yeah.
It's rigorous.
Okay. Well, that's part of higher education. It builds that discipline. And I thank you all very much, and you all have a good day.
Thank you.
This is Brother Dick Davidson, Brother I Am Broke, the Urban Explorer, over here on the east side of the city of Detroit on Hannah Street between Lance and Emory. And right now, brothers and sisters, what I'm getting ready to do is go inside one of these abandoned homes. These abandoned homes, brothers and sisters, have been used for many things. They have been used for illegal activities such as stashing drugs, selling drugs, hiding of guns, hiding of stolen merchandise. Some of the homes have been used for training and dog fighting, training pit bulls and dogs to fight. Some of these homes also, brothers and sisters, these abandoned homes, have been gutted. Gutted to the point to where all the valuable metals have been taken out and been scrapped. Another thing too, why these homes need to be boarded up and to support organizations such as the Greater Detroit Restoration Project is because of the dangers of pedophiles and also other crazy sexual activity that be going on between Johns and prostitutes. So these are some of the reasons why it's so important to support an organization such as the Greater Detroit Restoration Project or any other community organization that's using volunteers to help board up and secure a lot of these abandoned homes. See, so those dangers like that right there, bro. Because think about it. Now, if I was a child, I would probably just be running through here, not giving a care in the world, and step on that. Now, some of you know, or you don't know, back in May, some students who attended one of the high schools on the east side, on Fairview, Southeastern High School, was using an abandoned home as a skip spot. And what they were doing, brothers and sisters, is that they was having parties there. Now, this is the other danger that you need to be aware of. You got running water in this basement. And I'm sure that the city of Detroit possibly knows about this. And when you got water running like this, brothers and sisters, it makes all of our bills run even higher. And as you see it in the background, someone took the pipes out in the water meter, and now you got this water running all over the place. These are just some of the dangers. Now, if this was in the wintertime and somebody was to come down here, a little child or something like that, because I've been in some houses, some of these abandoned houses, brothers and sisters, where the water has come up to the first step. Now, if I was a squatter or a child and didn't know that the water was running like that, it could possibly be hazardous or very deadly. These are just some of the things that I have pointed out, brothers and sisters, of why it's so important to support community organizations such as the Detroit Restoration Project. You should check out the basement.
Brother Michael, New Black Panther Party, Community Development, helping out with cleaning up these old neighborhoods. 10 to 15 years ago, I lived on 5050 East Side Drive. This whole area was nice. Housing value was estimated between $80,000 to $120,000. When I graduated from college, housing value went up. There was no boarded up houses this year. As you can see now, with the so-called austerity, tax breaks for the rich, downsizing the government, this is what you get. This shouldn't be like this. As long as people keep thinking that the rich shouldn't pay taxes, which they don't really pay, and you don't have money to fund the government, this is what you get, all this austerity.
Okay. Now, Brother Plummer, let's take a tour of this house real quick, and then maybe you could talk a little bit about some of the things that's that's in here.
As you can see, this house is really not bad. Let's step over to the bathroom. This bathroom, this tile is good tile. I mean, you go to Home Depot, that's a stack of tile will cost you maybe 20, 40 bucks. And look like they was trying to rehab this whole bathroom. You see, you got this nice up top sink right here, the toilet that they took. Then you got the bathtub that still looks good. Look like they was trying to replaster this whole wall. So this is really a good bathroom here. So, and then if you look at the kitchen, I noticed, like I said, good tile again. Look, all this good tile, all of them, all this good tile, right here. So somebody was trying to work on this house. And then look, you got good tile up here. So, and then you got new windows. Somebody was trying to put new windows, trying to update the electric. But this house is really not bad. If you had a government works program like FDR had, you can put people to work. Instead of giving it to the banks and hoping a private developer do all this work, you can do work now.
Right.
Everybody in here should be getting paid some money, but we are volunteers. So there's really no excuse. But as long as you keep voting for the banks to get all the money and you want a private solution, it's not going to work.
Right.
It got to be an investment for them, or else it's no money. So all the money is going downtown and midtown, but there's nothing coming out here. But they'll be coming, but then again, you'll be out of luck. So that's the name of the game. be out of luck.
Right. Now, Brother Plummer, how long have you been affiliated with the New Marcus Garvey movement?
I joined around 1998. So just when I was my second year in college. And he was the minister was the only one that was talking about IMF, World Bank, Illuminati, rich corporations not paying taxes, exploitation, gentrification. Pretty much everything the man said back then is happening now.
Right.
I mean, the city of Detroit is looking like RoboCop. If you go to south side Chicago, west side Chicago, if you know the Chicago, Chi-Town area, same thing. You go down south Atlanta, the dirty south, same thing.
Right.
And then you go across the country. So America is a crumbling Roman Empire. Whether you live outside the borders or inside the borders. Because I remember if you just go on Shane and Matt. I mean, that area was rough, but people was living in them houses. Wasn't no abandoned houses.
Most of the houses were paid for.
Yeah, most of them were paid for.
Yep. And the people knew how to save their money and knew how to fix up their own houses.
Yeah. So this is what happens when you got the age of where all the wealth is coming up to the top. Because rich people, they say they make jobs, but they really don't. They buy in bulk. They buy one big house. They put a lot of money in, and then they stop spending. If you gave the average person, the middle class, a good taxes breaks, we'll spend it. You got two choices: either supplement the wages or give us jobs with better wages. That's the only way. As long as you keep voting for Mitt Romney, is doable. All you have to do is look at Governor Snyder. He came in, didn't explain no plan, didn't tell us how he's going to balance the budget, and he balanced the budget off of us and
poor people in the working class. Yeah. So, Ms. Mungo, how long have you been associated with the community of scholars?
Roughly since about 2009.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you been on the faculty at Wayne State?
As an adjunct faculty since 2008.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. So, what are some of the rewards and some of the challenges dealing with, with what you deal with?
challenges are obvious. I mean, you get to actually see the work you do in the community. And so, you know, sitting behind a desk, pushing paperwork, sometimes you don't get to see the reward of your work. When you do a community cleanup, you're able to drive down the street after it's over and say, you know, we boarded up 9 houses, cut 16 lawns.
Right.
You know, you get to physically see your work. And I think for the students as well as myself, that makes it a little more rewarding because you get to actually see your work. It's something tangible. Challenges are just making, you know, getting the students to come out in larger numbers, and then just, you know, kind of people are scared to come out in certain communities, and so just trying to explain that it's okay.
Right.
You know, we're doing great work, and you don't get messed with too much when you're doing this type of work, you know?
Yes.
And so just trying to explain to parents as well as students who are coming down to Detroit for the first time to attend school that the news kind of hypes it up a little more than it is. That's about it.
Right. Okay. Well, I gotta commend the students of Wayne State. The ones that are part of the community of scholars. They were very disciplined. They were very motivated, and they were committed to following through on the task.
Absolutely.
And Ms. Munger, we thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dwight McCann. I stay on Cannon Street in Detroit. I see activities around here that kind of makes me feel good about Detroit. People that don't live here are coming to help our neighborhood. And it kind of gives me an incentive to want to do something and help, you know. Some people, I don't know where they're from. I know they're from the outlying areas. And they're not from Detroit, but it shows me that there are people out there that care about Detroit and don't even live here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I feel, to be honest with you, I feel embarrassed. I really feel embarrassed, you know. And I hope that some of the people that see this in the neighborhood that do live here will kind of uplift them, to bring them to help, to want to keep it up. Once they knock everything down, that's the hard part. And then we can just keep it up at that point. So,
how long have you and your wife been residents in this community?
What's it, about 15? About 15 years.
Okay. And you know, just a quick word. Most of the people that are out here are from Detroit. Most of them coming from Wayne State University, the community of scholars. And then you also have the Detroit Restoration Project, the Greater Detroit Restoration Project, and then you have a lot of other community organizations. I was really impressed with your daughter, and I believe your grandson. So, what are some of the things that you're hoping for in the future as far as this community effort here?
Well, this neighborhood, particularly in the last 4 or 5 years, people move. When they move, they don't secure the house. And then you have the guys that come by, the scrap guys that come by, and they scrap the house so bad it doesn't make it livable.
Yes.
You know, a lot of these houses were in very good condition when people moved. But you know, like I said, you got guys go around looking to steal what they can. You know, copper, metals out the house, and they do such a bad job that I mean they take so much of it that nobody wants to buy the house. It has to be torn down.
And ma'am, so do you have anything that you want to add to this interview?
Well, last night, a landlord friend of ours owns the house that directly across the street from us. His house is vacant at the moment and was broken into last night.
Just that quick, they were.
We didn't realize it was broken into until it got dark. And we saw lights on in the house.
Right.
And I immediately called him and let him know that we had secured the house and turned the lights off. And he's on his way to see about his house this afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
He often allows us to make sure that his house stays secure when it's vacant.
Okay. Now,
because of the vacant houses that are around the house. We're the only occupied house within close proximity of his house.
wow. Now that's amazing. It's a sign of the times. Now, I also have maybe just one more question. What was the biggest contributing factor for the neighborhood's decline? What made the neighborhood go, crack? Say it loud so everybody can hear you.
Crack.
Crack and
100%.
Mm-hmm.
When crack came along, families were, devastated. If you had one member, they stole, they steal to support their habits. Nothing they wouldn't do to get it.
Mm-hmm.
They would go in houses and take what they can and take it to the scrapyard and things. And like I said, if they secure the houses, they still try to break the boards.
Yes.
And they find some way to get in. And like I said, they're just looking for the scrap.
Okay.
That is a big,
it's a hot item.
business.
Yeah.
It's a big business.
Yeah.
So now I think that the laws they put intact where you have to have ID or whatever to show, I don't think that's working.
Yeah. There's always a way around everything.
Yes, it is. Because, you're making money on both ends. He's paying the guy to bring the scrap to him, and then he pays him. Then he sells the scrap probably at a higher price.
Mm-hmm.
And so forth and so forth.
Right.
But I think after the 1967 riot, I was 18 years old, which I saw the decline. I saw the city burn down. I saw the National Guard come in. And I think, honestly, we need the National Guard here. I don't think the Detroit police can handle the whole situation.
Yeah. Considering what happened yesterday, too, with the ruling by the judge. Yeah. Now, if you want to send a message to Dave Bing on the Detroit City Council, what message would you send to them if you could see Dave Bing or any of the city councilmen face to face? What would you tell them?
Well, as Dave Bing pointed out, when he came in office, the city was already in bad shape.
Yes.
It took 3 to 4 decades to get this way. And we get a mayor that comes in and they want to blame him because things are not working fast the way they're supposed to. And plus he got council members that are opposing him and voting things down. And I think all in all, he's a self-made millionaire. He has nothing to gain by, making decisions.
Yes, okay.
Because he's a millionaire already. He has his own money, his own income. And I think that he's doing the best he can with what money there's a lot that's in the coffin.
Okay.
And I would tell Mr. Bing, just stick with it. I think I'm behind him 100%. And I hope that other people will get behind him. And maybe we can get things done.
Well, I would definitely let those that are opposing him leave him alone, let him do what he's got to do to better the Detroit area.
Okay.
Because he's already bettering Detroit by allowing the EAA schools to do what they have to do to better our children in their education.
Okay.
By allowing them to excel at their own rate.
Okay. All right.
Can I say a statement about our former mayor?
Okay. Well, that's enough for right now. Okay.
Some things to say about him.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for this interview.
I'm not too much of a...
Okay. My name is Idina Dennis.
Okay. Ms. Dennis, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm doing quite well.
That's
I noticed that you're one of the community volunteers that came out here to give a little of your time and not ask for a dime. What motivated you to come out here today?
To make it safe for our children to go to school, so we won't have to worry about rapes and all of that happening to them.
Okay. Also, I noticed that you're using a walker.
Right.
Now, if you could come out here on a walker and get out here and prune some trees, push a broom and push, use a shovel, it should be no excuse for our younger people.
It really shouldn't be. They should want to see it look nice for the kids and for us, because it shows the love that you have for where you live at.
Yes, ma'am. Now, are you a Detroit resident?
Yes, I am.
How long have you been in Detroit?
All of my life.
All of your life, okay.
Yes.
What area of Detroit are you from?
7 Mile of Russell.
So, okay, we're in the same neck of the woods.
Right. I was raised over here since the age of 12.
Wow.
Yes.
Now that's a blessing. That's truly a blessing. If you had to point out one thing that destroyed this community and led to the decline of this community, what would it be?
Drugs.
Okay.
Drugs.
The drugs.
Yes.
Everyone I talk to in this community, they point to that one particular item, the drugs.
That's right.
I'm trying to think of another question here. So, what do you hope to get out of today's cleanup efforts?
Well, that our kids have a clean, environment to come to school and stuff, and they won't have to worry about things happening to them.
Okay. Do you have a family that lives here in this area or in Detroit?
My mother stays on Russell. My mother and father stay on Russell and 7 Mile.
Okay. Wow. Okay then. I thank you very much, Ms. Dennis. Thank you very much for your interview, and more power to you.
All right. Thank you. All right.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin.
Did you know that there are over 100,000 abandoned homes within the city of Detroit? If you are tired of abandoned dangerous houses in your neighborhood, please support the Greater Detroit Restoration Project. Please make all checks and money orders payable to the Greater Detroit Restoration Project. The mailing address, 17301 Livernois, Suite 405, Detroit, Michigan, 48221. All donations will help fund the expense of boarding up abandoned homes within the city of Detroit and Highland Park. For more information, contact Barry Ross at 248-417-9696 or Minister Malik Shabazz at 313-646-3375. The Greater Detroit Restoration Project's goal is to make it safe in our communities.